What do you get when you throw vodka, tequila, rum, gin, and triple sec into one glass? A warning label and a Long Island iced tea. It's the cocktail that tastes like a sweet summer drink, but hits like a freight train. Let's talk about the drink that fooled a generation into thinking they were just sipping iced tea while forgetting their ex's name by midnight. Welcome back, cocktail lovers and behind-the-bar warriors. Today, we're diving into the infamous Long Island iced tea, a drink so packed with booze, it probably has its own passport. But here's the thing, it's more than just a party starter. It has a wild backstory, a misunderstood recipe, and, believe it or not, a place in cocktail culture that deserves a second look. So, where did the Long Island iced tea come from? Depends on who you ask and how many you've had. Now, before we mix up this boozy beast, let's roll back the bar mat and talk history, because yes, this cocktail has more drama than a reality show reunion. Story 1. We're in Long Island, Tennessee, not New York. It's the 1920s, Prohibition is in full swing, and a guy named Old Man Bishop is trying to make a drink that looks innocent but hits like a moonshine mule. This version places the cocktail's birth not in New York, but in Long Island, Tennessee during the height of Prohibition. The story goes that a bootlegger named Old Man Bishop created a drink to mask the presence of alcohol, making it look like innocent iced tea. His recipe included a combination of vodka, gin, rum, tequila, and whiskey, along with maple syrup and cola. His son, Ransom Bishop, is said to have refined the recipe in the 1940s. Interesting detail. This early version didn't use triple sec and included whiskey instead, making it even more chaotic. No lemon juice or simple syrup, just raw booze sweetened with maple syrup.
Howdy. How y'all doing? My name is Ransom Bishop. My daddy was Charlie. Well, in the old days, better known as Old Man Bishop. Let me tell you a little bit about a place I grew up in the 1920s. The Long Island of Kingsport, Tennessee. This was in the Prohibition era, when making liquor was illegal. One day, Daddy decided to make up one of his special batches with rum, vodka, tequila, whiskey, and gin, and added a little bit of maple syrup. This homebrew had some kick to it. Then in the 1940s, I decided to add my own touch to it. I add some lemon and lime juice, as well as cola or soda water to Daddy's recipe. Now, we know there are some folks up in New York trying to take claim, but bless their heart. My daddy was making his special recipe 50 years before they even thought about it, right here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Today, you can still visit the Long Island of Kingsport, Tennessee, where they have city parks, swinging bridges, miles of hiking trails, and historical landmarks. So this is the beginning of Kingsport's Long Island iced tea. We invite you to sample our tasty version at one of our local restaurants serving Kingsport's Long Island iced tea. Learn more at visitkingsport.com. And remember, don't mess with the original.
But wait, enter the other contender, Robert Rosebud Butt, a bartender at the Oak Beach Inn on Long Island, New York. It's 1972, and he's in a contest to invent a cocktail using triple sec. So what does Rosebud do? He says, why not take every clear spirit on the shelf, mix them together, and top it with a splash of cola? The result? A cocktail that looks like iced tea but drinks like a bar tab in Vegas. From there, it exploded in popularity, thanks to its smooth taste, no tea deception, and ability to make you forget what day it is. By the 80s, it was a party staple. By the 2000s, it became a bartender rite of passage.
Bartender Eli Gomez mixes a kickin' Long Island iced tea. It's a drink he says Long Islanders view as their own, invented right here. a belief we confirmed outside the bars on Freeport's Nautical Mile.
Long Island iced tea is from a Long Island boy.
In fact, a Hamptons bartender claimed he invented the drink in the 1970s. But not everyone's buying that story. Claims the Long Island iced tea was invented there in the 1920s.
We actually have a Long Island in Kingsport.
Kingsport's assertion amounts to a declaration of war to Freeport bar owner Butch Yamali.
That's a bunch of baloney. That's not true at all.
Yamali is demanding a Long Island iced tea throwdown. What the Long Island bartenders want is a simple, straight-up taste test competition with Tennessee to determine which makes the real Long Island iced tea. There, the versions are different. Tennessee's contains whiskey, maple syrup, and lime, while the Long Island version has triple sec and sour mix.
Sorry, Tennessee. This one belongs to us.
Let the mixing begin.
Whether you side with Bishop or Butt, one thing's for sure. The Long Island iced tea has never been subtle. And that's why we love it. The more widely accepted story credits bartender Robert Rosebud Butt, who worked at the Oak Beach Inn on Long Island, New York. In 1972, he entered a contest held by a spirits company to create a new cocktail using triple sec. His creation combined vodka, tequila, rum, gin, triple sec, with lemon juice, simple syrup, and a splash of cola to give it the color of iced tea. It became immensely popular at bars and clubs in the 70s and 80s because of its strength, smooth flavor, and deceptive name. College students and partygoers loved it for one reason. It got the job done fast. So yes, it's either a Prohibition-era trickster drink or a 1970s cocktail contest winner. Either way, it's never been subtle. This is where bartenders earn their tips or lose their patience. Let's build this beast. Classic Long Island iced tea. Half-ounce vodka, half-ounce white rum, half-ounce tequila, half-ounce gin, half-ounce triple sec, 3/4 ounce lemon juice, half-ounce simple syrup topped with cola. Just enough for that iced tea illusion. Garnish with a lemon wedge. Shake the spirits, lemon juice, and syrup with ice. Pour into a tall glass. Top it with cola like you're trying to convince your grandma it's iced tea. Here's the thing. On paper, this should be chaos. You've got 5 base spirits competing for your liver's attention. But somehow, it works. The citrus and syrup balance the booziness. The cola mellows it out. And the result? A smooth, easy-to-drink cocktail with the alcohol content of, well, 5 cocktails. Pro tip. You don't need to drown the glass in cola. Just a splash keeps the flavors sharp and the drink from tasting like a soda fountain accident. Now, if the Long Island iced tea is the overachiever of cocktails, then these next drinks are its slightly less responsible cousins. They show up late, stay too long, and always start the conga line. Adios, aka AMF. Swap cola for blue curacao and lemon lime soda, like Sprite or 7-Up. Same base, vodka, rum, gin, tequila, sweet and sour, bright blue, sweet and deceptively drinkable. Think Long Island, but it joined a rave and forgot its ID. Long Beach iced tea replaced cola with cranberry juice. Gives it a tart, fruity edge that's a little more refreshing. It's like Long Island tried yoga and started eating kale, but it still parties on weekends. Tokyo iced tea. Swap triple sec for Midori, melon liqueur. Top with lemon lime soda instead of cola. Bright green and dangerously smooth. If the Hulk was a bartender, this is what he'd drink. Bartenders, listen up. If someone orders a Long Island iced tea at 11 a.m., you're either looking at a pro or a problem. But seriously, it's a great drink when done right. No shortcuts, no premix, no just dump everything in a pint glass and pray. Keep your ratios tight. use fresh lemon juice. And for the love of bar spoons, don't turn it into a jungle juice remix. And that, my friends, is the story and strategy behind the legendary Long Island iced tea. If you've ever underestimated this cocktail, now you know. It's a masterclass in balancing chaos. Hit that like button if you learned something. Drop a comment with your worst or best Long Island story. And subscribe for more recipes, history, and bartender insights every week. Cheers, and pace yourself.